This is the most famous donut shop in the world. And today, I'm gonna show you what it has to do with skyrocketing your ROAS, doubling AOVs, and profitably scaling ad accounts from 5K to 10K to even 100K per day. Plus, I'm also gonna give you 17 of my highest converting Facebook ads and a 7-figure e-com checklist that'll have your store singing like Pavarotti after a double shot of liquid lightning on a Saturday night. But this isn't your normal, you gotta have clear CTAs or change the bid type strategy crap, because that shit's drier than a camel's ass in the Sahara Desert, and I want magic. This thing is called the Black Tiger strategy and is truly unlike anything you've ever seen or heard about before. It combines AI, TikTok viral hooks, and a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices that convert like crazy. We've used it in 1,067 different industries to generate over 7.8 billion in sales. And by the end of this timer, you're gonna discover a new way to scale your e-com store beyond all belief. So check this out. We spent $44,850 on ads and got back $370,884 and a cool 8 ROAS. Here's another cheeky one. We spent $139,000 in ad spend at a $41 CPA and got back $1.8 million at a silly 13 ROAS. But what's new about this certainly isn't the results, because we and thousands of others have already been using it for over 9 years now. That's the kind of track record this thing has. I mean, we've got over 4,000 reviews. But the difference now is, for the first time ever, we're able to automate nearly 80% of the process, all thanks to AI. I've used it to take a mattress in a box startup from 0 to 13 million in 12 months, scale an UGG boot company from 100K per month to $1.3 million per month in 23 months. We've even used it to scale a company that makes people lords and ladies to 3.2 million in just 15 months. So while most folks are dealing with a never-ending shitstorm of rising CPAs, banned ad accounts, poor conversion rates, and a ROAS that has a tantrum every time you scale ad spend, my clients and I are scaling ad accounts to the moon while getting ridiculously high ROAS, even post the whole iOS attribution clusterfuck. That's why, in my wildly biased yet accurate opinion, this is the fastest, easiest, and single best way to scale your store's revenues 2x, 5x, or 10x in the next 12 months. Or you could keep drowning yourself in YouTube tutorial videos, buy another Facebook ads course as you guess your way through things and watch your ad accounts just burn to the ground. But right about now, you're probably thinking, who is this bold, handsome dude talking hella game? And don't believe me. And I don't blame you. So check this out.
Launched in 2014 out of a bedroom, digital marketing agency King Kong has grown into Australia's fastest growing full-service digital marketing agency.
I started the business with no more than $50 and an old computer that my girlfriend had bought me.
Sabri Subi, the millionaire maker at the helm of digital marketing company King Kong.
I have been able to create 58 millionaires.
Who has impacted over 250,000 businesses.
One of the best marketers in the world, Sabri Subi. In a short 5 years, Sabri has grown King Kong from 2 employees to more than 60, from 1 client to more than 400.
King Kong now has over 200,000 customers in 136 countries, over $7.8 billion in sales for their customers.
We're not the only ones doing this stuff. It's what allowed Glamnetics to go from a bedroom in Koreatown to spending an insane $30 million in ads in their first 12 months.
I would just send it to our ad buyer and then he would run it. And then he was like, whoa, these are doing good, like really good ROAS. And then basically we just kept scaling those ads. Before you knew it, by the end of the year, we had spent $30 million.
Smile Direct Club used it to scale like crazy.
The IPO target will actually be about $1 billion by the time all is said and done.
We're taking advantage of that machine learning to simplify the way that we're working within Facebook and to basically put our trust in the machine to do the optimization for us, to find those audiences the right way and letting the algorithms identify and determine the segments that we're going to go to, the offers that are right for them at this time, and so on.
And I'm going to show you this bad boy in action. That way, regardless if you're at 100K a year or 100K a month, or maybe you're at $10 million a year and you want to get to 30 million, you're going to leave this video knowing exactly what you need to do to get to the next level. So let me just show you how this thing works right now. But look, if you'd rather be zipped up in a body bag and swung against a tree than watch another video training, and you just want to get your hot little hands on this system ASAP so you can make an ass load of money to splurge on organic smoothies and designer sneakers, then do yourself a favor and book in a call with my team by clicking the button below. And I guarantee you it will be the best 30 minutes that you spend on your business this year. Still not convinced, huh? All good, don't worry, keep watching, it gets better. I've spent well over $100 million on generating traffic. Facebook ads,
Instagram, Google Ads, SEO, TikTok, heck, even billboards. You name it, I'm its daddy. My team and I have hyper-obsessed and split-tested every type of offer, funnel, and theory of how to get customers online. So rather than trying to convince you we're different, let me just show you.
7.8 billion in sales in 1,067 different niches in over 136 different countries. So I'm not just here making some outlandish claims like all of these gurus on your newsfeed. We've actually gone through the nightmare process of trial and error, spending tens of millions of dollars searching for the best way to scale D2C e-com brands, and we've found it. Look, amigo, if you can't take 2 days off without your ads manager burning to the ground, let alone take a month vacation, you don't own a business. Your business owns you. And it's really just a job. Look, I'm guessing you're watching this right now because in some way your business isn't where you want it to be. What if you were just a couple of tweaks away from doubling your business? So put your liberal serving of deep-seated skepticism aside for a moment and actually imagine what that would feel like. Meaning you'd be making way more cheese. So you'd have the cash to hire the best talent, to run the ads, manage your inventory, and look after the day-to-day of the business. Rather than being tethered to your ads manager 24/7 with an endless stream of emails, Slack messages, and Zoom calls, just in case your business doesn't collapse into rubble. All of these things just serve to distract you from the things that you truly want to be doing, like binge watching Netflix, devouring sushi, or eating a crate of skinless mangoes. Okay, now here's the good news. There are only 3 things that you'll ever need to scale your store. So let's look at number 1. When it comes to traffic, people are spending an average of 7.5 hours per day online. There has never been another time in history when it's been easier to scale your store to multiple millions per month. Facebook has got more than 3 billion monthly active users. TikTok has over 1.6 billion users, and there are over 8.5 billion searches on Google every single day. These are prospects who are in hunt mode looking for solutions to their problems. Okay, step number 1 of our Black Tiger conversion system is where we buy eyeballs, which are the inputs into our system. And we're getting these at around $1 to $2 per click. Tattoo this on your eyelid. The most dependable and predictable way to generate wealth is to turn advertising into profit. It's not buying shout outs, influencer marketing, or giveaway. It's turning ads into profit. Just like how Randy's Donuts is the most famous donut shop in the world, and how they flip that attention into $16 million in sales. Do they make the best donut in the world? Probably not. Do they get the most attention? Yes. And that's what makes the difference. Having the ability to get attention and flip it into money. And that's what we do with our ads, but not any old ad. And shh, I'll stop you just there. The reason that you've hired agencies, consultants, or employees and haven't got results in the past is because these geeks think that the game is won in the ads manager by some special campaign structure, CBOs, micro-sequential retargeting, tofu, mofu, bofu, 2 campaigns, 2 ad sets. Look, AI is taking over. Facebook and Google have like a bazillion different data touch points on your prospect. They know exactly who the buyers are. So let me just come right out and say it. The game isn't won in the ads manager. It's won by camping out in the mind of your dream customer. The real issue is having a system that converts that ice cold traffic into record high AOV and day 1 ROAS. In a world full of e-com chads, funnel hacking other funnel hackers, thousands of people are all doing the same shit. You gotta zig while everyone else zags. Look, people hate ads, and that's because most people's ads are boring as shit. They're as unexciting as plain boiled lentils. They're beige. Here's what most people do. They fire up Facebook or Instagram ads, upload some product photos, maybe a little UGC, write some basic generic copy, and then just spam emojis. Instead, what you gotta do is the exact opposite and put together ads and hooks that are so different, funny, and unique that they hijack people's attention. We do this using something called social hacking, which is a combination of behavioral models and viral hooks. You're competing with DMs, Snapchat, TikTok tweets, half-naked supermodels on Instagram, Dan Bilzerian feeding bears raw meat, and the Kardashians. So unless you hook them straight away, it's over. Finito. And this is where we use tools to gather intel and camp out inside the mind of our dream customer. We look at what's going viral on TikTok, what products and services people are buying, and then we use AI as our own little forensic detective and personal data scientist to find out what stimulus they'll respond to. So we only put out ads that drive our market absolutely wild. When you do this, you end up with lots of interactions. Ad accounts remaining up and in good standing, bargain CPMs and CPCs, higher conversion rates, cheaper CPAs, and sky-high ROAS. So if you don't want to wake up every day with nervous diarrhea, watching your checking account barely move month to month, or wondering how you're going to grow your business, you gotta control your traffic. So much control that you can put $1 into ads and you get $2, $5, or $10 back. Just like these results, where we spent $103,505 and generated 1,706 sales at $60 per pop and $1,050,108 in revenue. Yep, a shiny 10 ROAS. Or what about this little bad boy? We spent $3,110 and got 418 sales and made $48,719 in sales at a crazy 15 ROAS. Somebody call the police. Where else can you go and get these types of returns on your money? But you didn't think all I had was an ad strategy, did you? This isn't 2013. Okay, here comes the sauce. Step number 2, you need a funnel that converts ice cold traffic into juicy day 1 ROAS. This is the biggest mistake that I see people making. After they set up some basic ads, they commit the worst sin of all, and they send that traffic to a basic product page, or even worse, to their homepage. Let us pause and share a moment of silence for all the money that's being murdered. Bruh, come on. I mean, every man and his dog has some side hustle Shopify store and is drop shipping some trash that they found on Alibaba. The market is crowded as shit and people are being bombarded with crappy ads selling crappy products. So doing that stuff no longer works. You need something different. You need the black tiger, baby. Once you have it, everything becomes cheaper. Usually a lot cheaper. Your cost per click drops. Conversion rates increase. AOVs double. And as a result, your ROAS is higher, much higher. Okay, so for the love of all things holy, what the fuck is the black tiger strategy? It's a funnel, much like how fast food companies run its customers through an upsell path. It's not about just sending traffic to a site where you've got a measly 1 to 2% conversion rate and a teeny tiny AOV. Because most peeps are just buying one of your cheapest products to dip their toe in the water, which makes it almost impossible to scale your ads because the ROAS just isn't high enough to support any meaningful scale. Now, before I show you how we fix this, let me first show you what you need to have in place in order for the black tiger strategy to work. First up, the product you're selling's gotta have gross margins of at least 70% plus. Otherwise, you're never gonna really be able to scale hard because there's simply not enough margin to cover your customer acquisition cost. The AOV needs to be over $70 so that the net dollar amount is high enough to cover your CAC. Your product needs to have a healthy repeat purchase rate, or you gotta be selling something with an average order value of over $400. There needs to be a unique mechanism and a good brand story to leverage across your ads and funnel. And lastly, your product's gotta be great, so the reviews are strong and then word of mouth grows. Look, if you've just got a basic ball Shopify site, AOVs are gonna be teeny tiny incy weeny, and your traffic's gonna be a slow trickle because every time you scale ad spend, your ROAS will plummet because your AOVs simply aren't high enough to scale to cold audiences that don't fatigue after just a couple of grand in ad spend. You see, when you send your traffic to a basic product page with short form copy that doesn't tell people much other than the basic features of what you're selling, you're only selling to people that are already product aware, meaning they're already aware that they have a problem and they're simply comparing solutions to solve that problem. And that part of the market is only 3% of the total number of potential customers. And this audience fatigues super quick. And it feels like no matter how many new creatives you test or how many new angles you launch, you just can't scale. What's the answer? Come closer. So after someone clicks our ads, we take them to a killer product page with copy that pops and sizzles, and we offer them quantity break, which is just a fancy way of saying we offer them more of the stuff at a cheaper price per unit. This increases AOV because people are buying more. We then hit them with order bumps, cross sells, and pre-purchase upsells, pulling out every stop to get that AOV and day 1 ROAS as high as humanly possible. And this right here is where most people stop. They're like, yep, that's it. I done did it. I've got a high converting store. But that's what it looks like when you're playing the game with the dial set to 5. But what we want to do is crank this puppy up to a 10. And this is where things really start to heat up in step number 3. After someone puts in their credit card info and checks out and buys, we're just getting warmed up. We then run them through a post-purchase upsell path. This is where 99% of people are leaving huge amounts of cash and profits on the table. Even some of the biggest players in the game aren't doing this. And it's either because they don't know about it or they simply don't have the tech to execute it properly. I've personally used this one tactic alone to add $24 million in front-end sales to my business and over $100 million in back-end sales. And it's where immediately after they've completed the checkout, but right before they reach your thank you page, we offer them either more of what they just bought at a discount or complimentary products, express shipping, warranties, and other profit-boosting products and services with a single click of a button. Now, the beauty of a one-click upsell is that customers don't have to re-enter all their payment details again. They just click and pow pow. This allows us to dramatically increase AOV, liquidating more ad costs and ultimately unlocks a whole new dimension of scale. Because the thing that stops most people from scaling hard is that their ROAS just isn't there to support it. It's not because their CPAs are too high, which is where most people focus all their time and energy, but in reality, it's because their AOVs simply aren't high enough. Would you like fries with that? Those 6 little words for McDonald's are what makes them most of their profit. But when you think about good old Mickey D's, you probably think of the Big Mac or a cheeseburger, but McDonald's crown jewel is actually fries. Their profit margin for fries is between 75 and 90%, which is almost double what they make on burgers. And it's not just fast food. E-commerce juggernaut 1-800-Flowers does $2.2 billion in sales and makes the bulk of their profits from vases, not from their core product being flowers. Picking up what I'm putting down? Good. All right, so we get traffic and we send it to a smoking hot product page with quantity breaks. And after they buy, we run those buyers through a super slick upsell path to boost day one ROAS to the highest amount humanly possible. This brings us to step number 4, customer lifetime value maximization. So we've done everything in our power to get our AOV and day one ROAS as high as possible. Well, now we're gonna make sure that we're maximizing our customer lifetime value. And we do this by having a series of funnels that come off the back end of our front end funnel. But we don't do the normal lame shit that most brands do and just hammer them over the head with more offers just straight out of the gate. Instead, we want to educate them and get them super excited about their purchase and provide valuable content that educates them about what they just bought, how to use it, and how they can use it to solve their problem. If it's skincare, give them a series of videos that shows them a nighttime skin routine that's not just about your product. If it's a protein powder, give them a series of videos that shows them amazing protein snack recipes that they can make, or give them a workout plan and a macro calculator. You get the idea. This builds trust and long-term relationships and also consumption of your product, which further maximizes LTV. Then and only then do we want to run them through the usual upsell and cross-sell funnel. Okay, so let's recap. So we're buying eyeballs for $1 to $2 per click, and then we're taking those fine folks through to a killer product page with quantity breaks, then sprinkling them with order bumps, cross-sells, pre-purchase upsells until they check out. Then running them through a post-purchase upsell path that's smoother than unicorn skin. This gives us the highest AOV and day one ROAS known to man and lets us liquidate as much of our ad spend and CAC as possible. We then have a bunch of back-end funnels that welcomes our customers like a long-lost family member, bombarding them with value, good vibes, and restaurant owner energy. This is a complete game changer because the person who can afford to spend the most to acquire a customer wins. And when you use the Black Tiger strategy, you are that person. Because no one's doing all this stuff. And the ones that are crushing. They're buying up all the customers on these platforms because they can afford to. And they inevitably win the market. So how would you like to use the Black Tiger strategy to double your AOV, skyrocket your ROAS, and profitably scale ad accounts to 5K, 10K, or even 100K per day? For daddy. I mean, what kind of scale would this unlock for your business? What would it allow you to do? What kind of peace of mind would it give you? So let me ask you this. If you knew exactly how to generate an almost unlimited flood of highly targeted traffic, and you knew how to convert that traffic at the highest possible conversion rate with the highest AOV and fat and juicy day one ROAS, and then you had the exact back-end funnel to maximize your customer lifetime value and profit, do you think that you could scale your business? Do you think that you could 2x, 4x, or even 10x your sales? Or do you think that you could turn your yearly revenue into your monthly revenue? And I'm talking about doing this fast, like in the next 6 to 12 months. This is literally what we do day in, day out. We've done it in 1,067 niches, from mattress in a box companies, activewear, chocolates, flowers, meal delivery, children's toys, tea, protein powder, dog vitamins, Ugg boots, car parts, supplements, weight loss products, courses, DNA tests, fake eyelashes, wigs, you name it, we've scaled it. Are we magicians? Maybe. Will this little money printing machine make all of your problems float away to La La Land overnight? No. But what I can tell you is that doubling your ROAS certainly solves a lot of problems. And this is the single most important thing that you can focus on in your business. But all of this might trigger your BS detector to go off like 1,000 screeching seagulls inside your brain. I totally get it. I would be in the same boat. If it wasn't for the countless people who have used this selling system to explode their business and transform their lives. So by now, you're probably wondering how you can get your hot little hands on this potent little selling system. So you too can plug it into your own business to immediately start turning your ads manager into a magical place full of sunshine, rainbows, and baby giggles.
Imagine some smoked meats.
Well, what I've given you today is just a 10,000-foot overview of the system, but there is a whole bunch of ninja shit that goes on under the hood to get these types of results. Let me ask you this. How would you like to get every tip, hack, technique, unfair advantage, secret, and everything that's working right now to scale e-com brands to the moon? Better yet, how would you like my team just to do it all for you? You see, each month, we look to partner with only 9 e-com brands to realistically 2x, 4x, or even 10x their sales in the next 6 to 12 months. We do this through our agency, where we offer done-for-you digital marketing for fast-growing D2C brands that are looking to scale fast and who have the infrastructure to do so. This is where we'll take the reins and look after everything for you. We set up all the tech, build out the upsell flows and funnels, create the ads, and then run the traffic for a hefty fee, of course. And yes, we guarantee results, but in order to apply to work with us, we want to first give you a free 30-minute scaling growth map session to see how this system could be applied to your own individual business and see if it's going to be a good fit. So if you're interested and intrigued, simply apply below for a scaling growth map call with my team. Regardless if you're going from 50K per month, or maybe you're going from $1 million a month to $2 million a month, wherever you're at, we'll lay out a growth map specifically tailored to your own individual business. Okay, now after the plan is mapped out, you can do one of two things. You can implement the plan on your own, or you could partner with us and get our one-on-one help in scaling up. Either way, we are all good. You'll be getting a complete breakdown of the system that we use to get batshit crazy results specifically tailored to your brand.
So you're probably wondering, like, why are we doing all of this? Well, it's obviously how we get new clients. A bunch of people are so impressed by going through this process, they're like, dude, can't you just do all of this for me?
But here's the catch that you've been looking for. We can't help everyone. This is for legitimate and hungry D2C brands who are doing at least $50,000 per month in sales, who are already running ads and are looking to scale fast, and who have the infrastructure to do so. And you got to be willing to follow instructions and not be difficult to work with, because we have a strict no asshole policy. It's for brands that know deep down inside that their digital marketing is not living up to its full potential, and if they had the right partner to help, they could really explode to a whole new level. Now, this is who it's not for. This isn't for brand new beginners with no clue about what to sell, or for people who are looking to get rich quick. This isn't for dropshippers or for people who are broke and have no money to invest in their business. So look, that's about all I can really cover in this video in terms of what it is that we do. I can't answer every single question that you might be having because every single business is different. Anyway, if you want to go from pulling your eyeballs out and dealing with the never-ending shit show of rising ad costs, ad accounts going down left and right, and plummeting conversion rates, to having an inbox that is bursting at the seams with Shopify notifications and a ROAS that is as steady as a rock at wild scale, all you got to do is gently caress the button below and book your call. This call is simply about finding out if you're a fit to work with us or not. And if you are, we'll give you all of the details, including the investment required to get started.
So go ahead, click the link below and book in your call today.
Oh, I almost forgot. As promised, here is a link to 17 of my highest converting Facebook ads and the e-com cheat sheet. Because at this stage, you've watched the entire video. Don't let that time go to waste.
So book in a call, see what this is about, and then make the decision if this is for you or not.
In any case, I hope this video is something that you will savor, like the soft touch of cashmere against your skin. So by the grace of Gandhi, Zeus, and Beyonce, I urge you to click the link below and we'll see you on the call.